So, Luke, what's your reaction to the game? We'll start, for Tuesday against Wilston. What do you make of that one?
It was a poor night. We weren't good enough on the night for what we have been this year. I think on a personal note, I was really disappointed in my own performance, and but I know what I can do, and I'm focused on putting it right Saturday.
And you say, you're looking forward and hoping to put it right Saturday. What does the team and maybe yourself do in training to bounce back from a performance like that?
All you can do is just work hard, really, and focus on the next job at hand. It's the most important game Saturday because it's the next one, and all we've got to do is work hard. We know what we can do as a group. I think we've shown that before, and we just need to get back to doing what we're good at and kick on again.
And are you the kind of player that looks into the form of a team coming up? Like, for example, this one with Eastleigh 3 places below you guys and only 1 point from the last 5.
Not really. I don't really think the form and things like that really matter. I think any team can turn up on their day and have a really good day or a really bad day. And unfortunately, Tuesday night we didn't have a great one, but we're determined as a group to put it right on Saturday and hopefully pick up 3 points. And obviously Eastleigh will be thinking the same.
And moving into Saturday, what are you expecting from a team like Eastleigh?
It'd be a tough game. It was a tough game when we played them here and we came out on top. So we expect a tough game, but we fully expect to go there and put on a good performance for everyone and hopefully pick up all the points.
Great. Luke, go well Saturday. Thank you very much.
Luke, hang on, my microphone's not on. They're up, isn't it? That's better. Yeah, Luke, when you just said you had a poor game for yourself, how do you put it? I mean, you can't just say, well, I'm going to try harder. I mean, what's the secret ingredients to get you back on stream again?
It's a good question. I think for me, it's just always been working hard and focusing on what I'm good at. Maybe go back to the basics and and just be a solid defender first and foremost. And I think as a defender, that's all you really need to be, is just focused on being a steady defender and then build from there, sort of thing. There's no point of trying to go in and be raking passes here, there, and everywhere, because if you're not in a good bit of form, then back to basics and doing the simple things well first is the most important thing.
You've had a few injury breaks, not too many, but does that tend to disrupt your game very much?
Yeah, sometimes, because you can, I thought early on in the season I was playing okay, and then obviously I got an injury and it sort of stop-starts everything a little bit, and obviously I'm still just off the back. I think I've played 4 90 minutes in 10 days, is it, I think? So off the back of an injury as well. So fatigue may play a part in it a little bit, but I'm fully rested now and ready to go again Saturday.
And you see yourself, there's a lot of games going through the club at the moment. I mean, are you finding that's getting to you a little bit? Or I mean, have you got to be absolutely at the peak of physical fitness to get through all these games?
I think that's just part and parcel of being a football player, really. You're going to have games which have been called off and rearranged and put into different places, and especially in this league, we've seen it last year as well. The games come thick and fast, Saturday, Tuesday. So it's a busy month, but it's the same for a lot of other teams as well. So we've just got to prepare the best we can and recover after games and put ourselves in the best stead we can.
And having Mark Little in the back 4 there with you, is that helping you?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Mark's got unbelievable experience, played League One Championship football, and he's a good player. He's had a long layoff with injury, so he's probably sort of still building himself back up to full Mark Little fitness. But no, it's brilliant to have him back involved, and he's you can see that he's played at a higher level with his experience and when he's out there.
And do you as a team feel that the playoffs are still very much an option?
Definitely. You never know what's going to happen, but we need to get back to winning football matches. If we start winning football matches, then who knows what can happen. We've still got to play the teams above us as well. Most of them at home as well. So no, we're definitely that's the aim, I would say. But we've got to get back to winning games, and hopefully we can do that this weekend.
Well, that's what we're all hoping, Luke. So best of luck for Saturday, and that's me done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Luke, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How is the overall mood in the camp? Obviously, Tuesday was disappointing, but you're on a 3-game unbeaten run before that with 2 draws. How is the mood?
We were obviously disappointed after Tuesday. We felt we sort of let people down, the fans, ourselves, really in our performance. It wasn't good enough. But we've had to park that now. There's nothing we can do about that. The only thing we can do is work hard and move forward and make sure we put it right Saturday.
And despite all that, the defence has been pretty strong still. Even though you've had a few disruptions, you've been in and out a few times, and Little's come back and Barkley's come in, and Williams is playing across the board. How good is that for you as a unit that you're still doing so well?
Yeah, definitely. We'd obviously not still like it to be better, sort of thing, but but I think that's just me. You would always want it to be better, but I think overall this season it's actually our defensive record's been pretty good. Maybe we could have scored a few more down the other end as well. I know the gaffer's on us all the time from set plays and things like that. I don't think we haven't scored many from a set play this year, so hopefully we can start adding a few at the other end as well.
Fingers crossed you can. Good luck for the weekend, okay?
Thank you.
Hi Luke, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. I noted after the game that yourself and Josh Staunton both sent little social media messages, sort of saying that you were disappointed and almost apologising in an odd way. How long does it take to get over a result like that? Does it ruin a day off on Wednesday?
A little bit, yeah. I can't say I was in probably the best person to be around on Wednesday at home, but thankfully the kids and missus were at work and school. So I had a bit of time to sort of reflect on what had happened the night before. Obviously we all know it was a disappointing result and not a great performance, but we're as a group we're sort of back on the train now and determined to put it right Saturday.
Do you think that it is important that the more senior players almost do front up, whether it's Josh doing post-match press on Tuesday, you're doing pre-match press this week, whether it is sending social media messages? It could be very easy to hide away or for the manager to almost protect you. But do you see this as an important part of your role when things aren't going quite so well?
Definitely. We're the ones out there. We're the ones performing, trying to get results. So if it goes wrong, why shouldn't we be in front of a camera and ask questions and in front up to it? We know we need to be better. I'm my biggest critic, so it's no matter what anyone says, I've already said it to myself. So if I've had a bad game, I know. If I think I've played well, then you sort of know in yourself. So no, we're like I said, we're determined to put it right on Saturday as a group, and it's not just one individual. It's all of us as a collective. So we're looking forward to the game, and hopefully we can get the 3 points for everyone.
The manager doesn't seem like the sort of type to let his team mope on a poor previous result for too long. Was Thursday's session pretty intense?
Yeah, they always are. We work hard as a group, and there's no other way to sort of get out of sort of a position sort of we're in after a bad performance. You have to work hard. If you don't work hard, then things just keep going in the same direction. So hard work's just a basic thing here, and the gaffer, all of his sessions are pretty intense. So, but they're good sessions as well.
Did you feel like the 2 goals that we conceded against Wilkinson were pretty uncharacteristic of some of the goals we have conceded this season, sort of set pieces and things like that? It didn't feel like the way we go about things. No,
yeah, I think just felt a little bit disjointed maybe Tuesday. I feel as though both goals were sort of kind of my fault. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think I could do better with the first one, and then the second one from the corners come at me quick, and I've tried to it was sort of mid-range of my body, so I've tried to knee it away, and it's come up, hit me in the face, and landed straight in the path of their player. So frustrating, but nothing I'm going to dwell on or anything like that. There's another game Saturday, and we have to get a positive result.
Manager said a few times and really doubled down after the game on Tuesday that he wanted to add some characters and, to use his phrase, a spike to the dressing room. Do you think there needs to be a little bit of additional support in terms of numbers or the types of players in the dressing room?
Potentially, yeah. I think we've got a really good group, but that's above my head. Whoever the gaffer or the club want to bring in that's not down to me. I'll just get on with my job and do the best I can for the football club. So, if the gaffer feels like it needs a spike, then brilliant. If not, then we crack on.
It's a strange anomaly of this season that our record against the bottom six is actually quite poor. We haven't beaten any of them yet, but our record against the top seven is actually really good. What do you put that down to? Is it a mental thing?
Possibly. I think it could be. I think I watched the Wrexham game here, and I thought we played really, really well. And at worst we should have got a draw. Games like that, and obviously we've been to Bromley, we've beat Bromley, we went to Dagenham, we beat them as well. We beat Wrexham away. So, I don't know what it is really. Maybe it's a mindset thing. As a whole group, that we're maybe thinking, well, we're going to go here and it's going to be an easier game when it's not. It's 11 men v 11 men, and that focus needs to be as strong as if we're playing top of the league on the weekend. So it's just one of those things that we'll keep working on.
I'd like to ask about the introduction of Ben Barkley. He came in kind of quick, only had a couple of sessions before he was chucked in. How's it been like working alongside him, and how easy is it to get a new relationship with a new centre-back partner?
No, I think for everyone can see that he's absolutely been brilliant since he's been in. He's a good football player. He's a good talker out on the pitch, and he's done really well. So I don't know whether, I think it was a month loan, so I don't know whether the club's trying to make it longer or anything like that. But he's been, in the games he's played so far, he's been absolutely brilliant, and long may it continue.
You touched a little bit on it earlier, actually, about the goals, about scoring goals. A quick check, I believe, of the current defensive unit, only Morgan Williams has got one in the trophy, and obviously Jordan Barnett's got that worldie against Torquay. Is it something that you'd like to add and are trying to add a little bit more to your game, to Max Hunt's game, to Morgan Williams' game, to Ben Barkley's game, to try and take the pressure off of Addy, Ruben, Tom, Charlie at the other end?
Definitely. I don't think I've gone this long in my career without a goal, actually. So I'm a bit disappointed in myself on that front. I think it's so important from set plays and things, because you get so many throughout a season and in games that we need to sort of capitalise on them, because some of the deliveries we get are absolutely brilliant, but we're not getting on the end of them. So I think that's a massive thing. The gaffer's obviously brought it up as well to us, and we need to start attacking these set plays a lot better, and making the most of them.
Do you fancy one tomorrow against Eastleigh?
Fingers crossed.
One thing that Eastleigh have done is brought in Brett Pittman on loan, very, very experienced, so many goals at EFL level. When you come up against a player like that, do you have to pay them a little bit more attention going into the game?
Yeah, obviously he's a good player. He's proved it at a high level. He's played Championship. I think he's played pretty much throughout all the divisions, really. So he's obviously a good player, but it would be more of a focus on them as a team, not just one individual. I don't think you can ever just pick one individual out and say, oh, you've got to be sort of wary of him. Obviously, we will be around the box because we know he's a good finisher. But it will be more our focus on the whole of Eastleigh instead of just one player.
Do you take confidence from the fact that we've kept some of the very best strikers and strike forces in this division very quiet? You talk about Wrexham away, about Stockport away, about going to these places with goal scorers scoring for fun, and they're not getting much against us. No,
yeah, definitely. Obviously, it builds confidence as a defensive unit. It definitely builds confidence against these players who are banging in goals left, right, and centre every other week, and then they come up against us, and we keep them quiet. So it obviously does build confidence, but I think that's more of a more of a defensive unit from ourselves that does keep, and that's not just us either at the back, it's the midfielders work so hard as well when we're in a defensive shape and things like that, and obviously Granty behind us as well. So no, we're confident whoever we come up against, as long as our mindset's right, we should be fine.